Hey everyone, welcome back to FactSpire. Today we're blasting off into the story of one of the most iconic machines humanity's ever built, the Hubble Space Telescope. This isn't just a gadget floating in space, it's our window to the universe, a cosmic time capsule that's been rewriting everything we know about stars, planets, and even our own place in the grand scheme of things. For over 3 decades, Hubble's been beaming back images so stunning they've made jaws drop and minds race, from backyard stargazers to the brainiest scientists out there. So grab a comfy spot because we're about to dive into some of the wildest, most mind-bending facts about this telescope, spanning science, history, nature, space, technology, and even how it's messed with our heads in the coolest ways. This isn't going to be some dusty lecture. Think of it as a journey. We'll uncover how Hubble turned a blurry disaster into a triumph, why it's still surprising us today, and how it connects the dots between the cosmos and life right here on Earth. Plus, we'll explore why those dazzling photos hit us so deep in the soul. Let's kick things off with the science behind this orbiting legend, because trust me, it's way more thrilling than you might expect. So, what's the Hubble Space Telescope all about? At its core, it's a giant eye in the sky, designed to catch light from the farthest reaches of the universe. Unlike ground-based telescopes, which have to peek through Earth's hazy atmosphere, Hubble sits above it all, about 340 miles up, orbiting every 97 minutes. That clear view lets it snag light that's been traveling for billions of years, giving us a front-row seat to the universe's past. Picture this. When Hubble stares at a galaxy a billion light-years away, it's showing us what that galaxy looked like a billion years ago, before Earth even had dinosaurs. It's like a cosmic rewind button. The magic happens with its mirrors. Hubble's got a big one, 94 inches across, that gathers light and bounces it to a smaller mirror, then into cameras and instruments that break it down. It mostly sees visible light, the stuff our eyes can detect, plus some ultraviolet and near-infrared. That range lets it capture everything from blazing stars to faint, ancient galaxies. One of its first big wins came in 1995 with the Hubble Deep Field. Astronomers pointed it at a tiny, dark patch of sky, about the size of a pinhead, held at arm's length, and let it soak up light for 10 days. The result? Thousands of galaxies, some over 12 billion years old, crammed into a speck we thought was empty. It was proof the universe is way busier than we ever imagined. But it's not just about pretty pictures. Hubble's nailed down some heavy science. Take the universe's expansion. Back in 1929, Edwin Hubble, the guy it's named after, figured out that galaxies are speeding away from us, meaning the universe is growing. Fast forward to the 1990s, and the telescope bearing his name measured that expansion rate with crazy precision, using stars called Cepheids that pulse like cosmic clocks. Then, in 1998, it helped uncover something even wilder, the expansion speeding up, driven by this mysterious thing called dark energy. That flipped cosmology on its head, and Hubble's been chasing clues about it ever since. Okay, let's pivot to history because Hubble's story is a roller coaster of flops and comebacks. It all started in the 1940s when astronomer Lyman Spitzer dreamed up a space telescope to escape Earth's blurry air. Decades later, NASA took the idea and ran with it, launching Hubble on April 24, 1990. The vibe was electric. Scientists, politicians, everyone was hyped, but then disaster struck. Weeks after launch, the first images came back, and they were fuzzy. Turns out the main mirror had a flaw, a tiny curve error, about 1/50th the width of a human hair. It was a multi-billion-dollar facepalm. The press had a field day, calling it a national embarrassment, but NASA didn't give up. In 1993, astronauts flew up on the Space Shuttle Endeavour and pulled off one of the trickiest repairs ever. They installed a fix called CoStar, basically glasses for the telescope, plus new cameras. When the first crisp images hit in 1994 showing spiral galaxies and glowing nebulae, the world went nuts. Hubble went from a punchline to a hero, and it's been churning out breakthroughs ever since, over 1 million observations and counting. Now, let's zoom down to nature, because believe it or not, Hubble's cosmic discoveries tie right back to Earth's backyard. Take star formation. In 1995, it snapped the Eagle Nebula's pillars of creation, those towering gas clouds 7,000 light-years away. They're stellar nurseries where dust and gas collapse to birth new stars, just like our sun formed 4.5 billion years ago. Hubble's sharp eye caught baby stars glowing inside, proving how the universe recycles its materials. And here's the kicker. Some of that stardust drifts down to Earth. Every year, 40,000 tons of it bits from comets and asteroids settles on our planet. Scientists say it might have brought water and carbon, sparking life. So Hubble's gazing at our origins both out there and right here. It's not just stars either. Hubble's watched planets in our own solar system like Jupiter's monster storms. In 2007, it caught the Great Red Spot churning hurricane twice Earth's size that's been raging for centuries. Seeing it shift and shrink ties space to nature's chaos on Earth. Weather, cycles, change, even comets whipping through our neighborhood get Hubble's attention, their icy tails glowing as they spill water vapor that might have once filled our oceans. It's wild to think a telescope floating above us is decoding the natural world below. So, science showed us the how, history gave us the when, and nature linked it to home. But what about space itself? Next, we're diving into Hubble's biggest cosmic hits. From black holes gobbling stars to galaxies colliding in slow-motion chaos. Stick with me, this is where it gets unreal.